I'm kind of curious why I'm here today. I was pretty sure I served my sentence out.
And you never showed up for the sentence. You never got sentenced. I
When I
told
was
you in
released.
the courtroom what the day was
But
to
I
be
didn't have
here.
a physical, I physically did not have a sheet that said I needed to return to the court. And I'm supposedly on the FBI list. Who knows why, but
I'm not very happy with you. You blew off your sentencing date. You never called your lawyer. And I'm going to decide at that time whether to let you out on Tuesday or give you the balance of 93 days in jail. So you might want to work on your attitude a little bit. It's a bench warrant arraignment in the matter of People versus Amanda Marion Jewell. Is that you?
yes, it is.
I'm Judge
I'm just
Middleton.
I'm
Your
curious
attorney.
why I'm here today.
What's that?
Welcome back, guys. This sovereign citizen court hearing is absolutely wild. We've got a lady here who straight up skipped her last court hearing, and not just any hearing, it was her sentencing. Like, who in their right mind just blows off a sentencing and thinks the court's gonna forget? I already know this is gonna be an entertaining ride, and I'm dying to see what kind of excuses she pulls out to try and dig herself out of this mess. Because let's be real, she's seriously messed up this time. Do you think people who skip court should automatically get max penalties, or is that too harsh? Let's dive in and watch this insanity unfold.
I'm kind of curious why I'm here today. I was pretty sure I served my sentence out.
You never showed up for the
2022.
sentence.
I was pretty sure I was released to, and I served my entire sentence for the entire in 2022.
That might have been in front of Judge Stutzman, but
Nope,
in
it
this
was in front of
case,
you. It was in front
file
of you.
212545.
You were the judge in the case.
All right. Well, in this case, you're charged with illegal entry.
Here, correct?
Yes. And the matter was set for sentencing
I thought I'd already served my sentence.
on August 31st.
I thought that's when I got out. 2022. I was here for like 60 days.
Let's go through the history of this. Ms. Casey Strong is here with us from the public defender staff. And I asked her to come in. All right, let's go back. On December 21st, you allegedly illegally entered
So in 2022, I was picked up and served the rest of the
just wait,
sentence.
I'm going through this.
Okay.
And you got arrested and posted a bond in January of 2022.
Yep.
Attorney Timothy George was appointed to represent you, but he had a conflict, and the attorney then became Rhonda Ives. On July 13th of 2022, you got arrested for failing to appear, and you pled not guilty again. So I set the matter for an attorney pretrial for August 5th of 2022. You pled guilty to the charge on August 5th. So you trespassed on the house that Jamison Norman owned and allegedly trashed the place. You were in jail for 25 days. I gave you a PR bond and set the matter for sentencing for September 12th, which you promptly never appeared again whatsoever. So your bluster this morning is wasted. You were in jail for 25 days. You entered a plea. I let you out of jail, and you never showed up for the sentence. You never got sentenced.
I never got any notice to appear.
I told you in the courtroom. I may have even given you something. I told you the matter was set for sentencing on September 12th of 2022. I asked for victim input and a police report.
She has fully committed to the sovereign citizen excuses for this one. Like, she's going all in with no breaks. Seriously, her only defense is, "You never told me to show up to the sentencing." Girl, that's not how this works. That makes absolutely no sense. Like, what did she think was gonna happen? She skips court and the judge just shrugs and says, "Oh well." These people are honestly some of the most entitled and lazy humans walking the earth, and I have so many questions for whoever raised them. Like, how do you fumble basic life skills that badly? And now, because she didn't show up for her own sentencing, she's probably looking at extra charges and could face up to 2 years just for ghosting the court. Judges don't mess around with that kind of disrespect. It wastes time, money, and makes the entire system look like a joke. If you can't give the court enough respect to simply show up, you can't really expect them to turn around and hand you a soft sentence. But let's go ahead and get back into this mess and watch just how deep she keeps digging.
Miss Normant was watching this house for her grandmother and contended that you or others trashed the place. So I set the matter for sentencing. I let you out of jail, and you paid me back by never showing up again.
I don't remember ever getting a notice to appear after.
I
when I
told
was
you in
released.
the courtroom what the day was
But
to
I
be
didn't have
here.
I physically did not have a sheet that said I needed to return to the court.
Well, we sent it, which is the address that you gave me in the courtroom.
Well,
That was mailed to that address on
address
August
is no
31st.
longer, I cannot receive mail there. The house has been condemned.
So
I cannot receive-
on that day, your lawyer tried to call you several times, had no contact with you since you got out of jail. And the complainant was present and ready to give information about your case.
Well, the complainant was in the parking lot when I left the jail that day and threatened my life.
All right.
Norma
Well,
is her name?
No. Her name is
The
Jameson.
the woman that was watching the residence was in the parking lot that day when I left and threatened my life.
Okay. So
And I
anyway,
didn't have a
you
phone
never
or
called
anything
your
to
lawyer.
call, so
Your lawyer was unable to reach you and you never showed up. So how did you get arrested last night?
I didn't get arrested last night. I was arrested on Sunday.
Where is that? So Sunday would have been February 10th, Super Bowl Sunday. How did you come to get arrested?
On my property.
Did they arrest you for something else, or did they just find there was
Yes.
this warrant?
They arrested me for something else. This popped up
And
when
then
I
found this.
was going to be let out.
All right. What was the charge in Kalamazoo?
A false charge of controlled substance, dangerous drugs, and I'm supposedly on the FBI list. Who knows why, but
All right. So is that, and then they were gonna bond you out, and they found this warrant in St. Joe County.
yep.
These sovereign citizens never fail to amaze me with just how completely out of touch they are with reality. They'll treat everyone like trash, zero respect, zero accountability, but still somehow expect the whole world to bend over backwards for them, like they're royalty or something. Honestly, this judge should hit her with a contempt of court charge just for how many times she's interrupted him and acted like he's beneath her. I can't tell if she's crashing out in denial or if this is just her actual personality showing. But either way, she's coming off like a straight up terrible person, and if it were me, I'd be stacking the charges like pancakes. The judge is holding it together really well, but let's be honest, he deserves way more respect than he's getting in this circus. What do you guys think? Is she just clueless or completely entitled? Let's get back to it.
And I need to get out of here as fast as possible because I'm trying to get my taxes paid on my house so I can start renovations.
Okay. I'll set this matter for sentence, and hopefully we can get Miss Ives here The first day I have is February 21st.
And I have court in Kalamazoo on the 21st. Do I have to stay in jail till, this matter goes to court? I would think that since it's a misdemeanor, I wouldn't have to stay in jail.
You're mistaken. I'm not very happy with you. You blew off your sentencing date. You never called your lawyer. The complainant came twice. You're trying to bluster me to tell me that you already got sentenced and did a bunch of jail time. I did you a favor by letting you out of jail, and you promptly responded by.
I thought I did. My mistake.
Okay.
I just want to get the matter resolved, and I don't want to miss being able to get my property taken care of before March. And I don't want to miss my other court dates in Kalamazoo.
Fair enough.
Trying to keep a better schedule. Only can do that if, we can work together. Because this is only a misdemeanor. Not that that makes it any less important.
There we go. Your lawyer is set to be here next Tuesday.
Have to be here till
February
Tuesday?
20. Yes.
Really?
We also need to give notice to the complaining witness.
So I can't get because now I have a way to get here. Before I didn't have a way to get here.
Yes.
I don't understand why I couldn't be released. If I do have a way to get here, I know I have a way to get here. Before I did not.
Well, you do now, because you have no bond. I'm going to deal with you on Tuesday, and I'm going to decide at that time whether to let you out on Tuesday or give you the balance of 93 days in jail. So you might want to work on your attitude a little bit. I'll have your lawyer, Rhonda Ives, here at that time. We'll have the complainant here. I'm going out of my way to set this as soon as I can on a date that your attorney is already scheduled to be here. Just because you're strenuous in your statement doesn't mean it's correct. The bottom line is, I let you out of jail. You blew me off. You never showed up. You never called your lawyer. Your lawyer couldn't call you. I told you the date in the courtroom. I mailed the notice to the address that you gave me. You've been AWOL for 2.5 years. So we'll deal with this on Tuesday. No, this is it. I'll see you Tuesday at 9 o'clock.
Yeah, we'll see if she even shows up for her next court date. Honestly, I'm not holding my breath. With her track record, it wouldn't surprise me one bit if she just skipped it again like it's no big deal. But maybe she learned something this time. But with the way she's acted in that courtroom, my hopes are basically underground. She was interrupting the judge like it was a casual conversation, throwing out snarky comments, and even yawning while the judge was trying to stay professional. Like, girl, you're not bored, you are literally on trial. She seriously made herself look awful the entire time. It's just wild to me how someone can be facing actual legal consequences and still act like they're above it all. I get that sovereign citizens live in their own little fantasy world, but the court doesn't. The law doesn't care if you think you're a free citizen or whatever. It still applies, and judges do not like being disrespected in their own courtroom. Honestly, the only thing this lady seems to be good at is breaking the law, denying everything, and being rude to everyone around her. And that's not exactly a solid resume. Let me know what you guys thought about this case, and if you think she's actually going to show up next time or just pull another vanishing act. If you enjoy content like this, people getting humbled in court and judges keeping it real, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and stick around because I post every single day. I really appreciate you watching. It means a lot, and I'll catch you in the next one.